What is your corner like? Tell me about that.
Man, Raul with the high, Alex with the high. I mean, you went to school with him. You know how he is, outgoing and stuff. But they're both goofballs in their own way. But when it's time to get the business, it's time to get the business, man. I mean, their coach's dad definitely is more aggressive than Alex. Alex is more of a, he'll be on your butt, but in a nice way. But they're both, very supporting, very, understanding. His dad has years and years of experience with this, so man, he knows all the in and outs between people, as how they are, and as a boxer and stuff. And so he can understand how I am. Maybe he doesn't have to push me, to do my diet right, but he pushes me to run more because that's where I struggle, or he doesn't have to worry about certain fighters right there that like he knows he has them on lock. So he knows his ins and outs, and shout out to them for always making sure that we're focused. And when we're not, they'll tell you straight up, they'll tell you, hey, you need to focus again or else we're getting you out of this fight. So
Hey, tell me about the advice though. What do they give you advice between rounds sometimes? Can you give a highlight?
Yeah, I mean, every fight is different, obviously, but like I said, if you're losing focus, there's been times where I've been overwhelmed, and I'll be back in the corner, like, man, that guy hits hard or something, whatever. It could be in a sparring or in a fight. And I had one time Alex actually smacked me so hard. Like, hey, focus. Come back, and I told him, hey, man, guy hits hard. That's all I was telling him in response. Like, he was asking me questions. He was telling me what to do. I was just like, man, that guy hits hard. That guy hits hard. He just goes, wow. It's like, come on, man, focus. And then after that, you're just, oh, okay, cool. Hey, man, I also heard that you have host families when you're on the road. How was that like?
A shout out, definitely, man. Host families are awesome because you miss your family on the road, but it's a slight form of a family in the sense they take care of you, in the sense you're living. Lead into both fights this past weekend, but let's start with Denver.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was your first one, right?
Yeah.
How'd you enjoy that?
That was so much fun, man. The stadium was going, man. The whole stadium was buzzing, man. I really enjoyed that. Everybody had a great time. We were cheering for you hard. And you know what? When you walked out, man, the whole stadium was cheering for you, man. It was awesome, man. You can tell the place was having fun.
No, well, thank you. Shout out to everybody who went to that night. But yeah, man. I mean, that fight in specific was. I was a little nervous. There's a lot of pressure coming from not coaches, but I feel like everybody outside of me, and the pressure within myself too, because I had just came from a loss. It was a close fight. Guy hit really hard. I don't take anything away from him. It was a really, really good fight. But there was that pressure of me needing to win. I don't know how to explain. I mean, as an athlete, you understand. When you lose, you're like, back to the drawing board, and you work and you work and you work, and you have that fear of not wanting to lose again. So I had that pressure, and definitely for sure, when I was warming up for that fight, I was nervous. Those jitters were there. I always get nervous during the walk-in. I try not to pay attention to anybody who's there because I get emotional. It's hard. People think that I get nervous when I'm in the ring, and it's not. It's all the contrary. It's when I'm outside the ring, when I'm walking towards that ring, that's when I get nervous. But as soon as I, go through those ropes, nerves are gone. Nothing is there. Feelings, emotion, try to be gone.
What do you love about that combat sport?
The discipline, I love it. Just because there's days where you don't want to go to work, or you don't want to do something, and with boxing, every day, it's the same, not the same routine over and over, but certain things that you can't skip, like you have to jump rope every day, you have to shadow box every day, that's something that is a no-no that you can't skip, So doing those little things repetitive, obviously, at the beginning, it's always like, oh, this is exciting, but then after you do it so many years, like I have been, like, oh, doing it again, but you learn to enjoy them because of discipline.
The last time I saw you compete, man, you were crushing the body, man. Tell me what the art of that is about.
I mean, you always go to the body to slow them down. You take control, that's kind of how you tone them down, bring them down to your fight. that's when you can start popping him outside from the jab. You know, nice and controlled. You don't have to waste
Kevin,
energy as much.
the body snatcher, Pantoja.